To make your first $1 million, there's really only two things that you need to do. And unfortunately, most people do these two things in the wrong order, which is what keeps them broke. But I'm going to show you how to do them in the right order with some tangible real world examples so that you can start using them today. So both of these things have to do with one word. The one word is maximization. And the two things are time and money. Now this is going to sound strange, but let me explain. At the beginning of your journey, you do not want to be focused on maximizing the money you have. Trying to make a 10x return, 100x return, or whatever it is. Because if you're at the beginning of your journey, that means you don't have that much money yet. So even if you do get a 10x return, it's not going to equate to that much money. At the beginning of your journey, you should just be focused on how to make the most amount of money per month humanly possible. And here's how. So first, we need to get you away from the perceived safety of a guaranteed paycheck. Reason being is because if you're receiving a paycheck, it's likely in return for a certain amount of hours that you've put towards some sort of a role, meaning you've been exchanging time for money. Bad. What we want to do is get you away from that safety, especially because you're early on in your journey, so you've got time, and actually put yourself in a very high risk situation of going into a month where you might not even know if you're going to make a dime or not. Because you're in a position where you're not exchanging your time for money, you're in a position where you're exchanging your value or your energy, your outcomes for money. AKA, you are in a sales role within a company. The reason that a salesperson makes the most amount of money of anyone in the company, aside from maybe the owner, is because they're the ones who are putting themselves at the most risk of not making any money. And the most risk leads to the highest opportunity to make the most money. I'll give you an example from my company. We have 10 salespeople. All of them start the month not knowing if they're going to make a dime that month. Some of them made $10,000, some of them made $15,000, some of them made $20,000. But the top two people made $32,000 and $52,000 in 1 month. And again, they started the month at zero, not knowing if they were going to make a sale. High risk, high reward. And that's what we want to do at the beginning of your journey, is putting yourself in a position that you can make the maximum amount of money in the shortest amount of time so that you then actually have money to move on to step number 2 with, which is maximizing the returns on the money that you're investing. Now, here's the ultimate hack. Invest your money in the area or industry that you are selling within. Because all day long, you're learning more, you're getting more exposure to this area, this industry. Therefore, you're putting yourself in the 99.9999% of people, or you're knowing more than 99.999% of people about that industry, which gives you access to way more deal flow, way more competency, way more speed at executing on a potential investment opportunity, which means you can maximize the money that you're investing. If this is landing for you, put the number 5 in the comments right now, because there are 5 money books that I highly suggest anybody reads. I put those in my bio in a link on the top. They're free, because what I learned and implemented from those 5 money books is what has led to the results that I've had to date, where we have a company that makes over $1 million a month like clockwork. And I would love for you to have the abundance and freedom that I've experienced so we can celebrate together. So check out those 5 money books in my bio, hit the follow button, and I'll see you in the next video.